everyone, welcome back to Three Kids in a Home. I am Tiffany, and today we're doing things a little bit different. I told you all that I would be doing a few different things this year. Well, we recently took our spring break vacation to Dallas, Texas, and so I wanted to share with you all how we got ready and bring you along for some of the fun. So this is my Amazon find of the week. It's this charging station. It also comes with a docking station for your watch, and it comes with all of these different cords right here. This is super convenient because we all have so many different devices, and it's really nice to be able to just put them all in one place at the end of the night and make sure that they're getting charged, and then when they come back to them the next day, they're all right here together and they know where they can be found. So what I like to do is just make sure that all of the devices get charged up because my children will be bringing them on the plane with them to keep them entertained. So they've already downloaded like all of their favorite videos and things to be watching. It is about a 2-hour and 45-minute plane ride, so I'm not sure if they are going to actually be watching it or if they're going to be asleep, but we'll see. So when I pack their clothes, I put their clothes in individual bags so that they're all grouped together, and then just toss those in the suitcase. That just makes it easier to keep everything separated and organized. So one thing about me is I am a last minute packer. Like, I'll have all of the essentials lined up, like everything we need to travel. I just won't actually get it all together and pack it up until the very last minute. So here I am. It is literally about 3 hours before we're going to be leaving to go to the airport, and I am just now getting everything packed. My children, my oldest 2 children, do go ahead and get like all of their outfits together, so I'll tell them go ahead and pick out 5 days worth of outfits, what type of attire they need to wear, and then they'll go ahead and just have it laid out so that I can come through and just double check and make sure they have everything and just pack it up. Once I've gotten all of the kids' clothes together, I go ahead and pack them up. As you can see, these garment bags do come in different sizes, which makes it very convenient to use for a variety of reasons. And when we get where we're going, the kids will easily be able to identify whose bag is whose. So, as usual, I did not go to sleep. I just stayed up. So I have been up since, not too bad, I've been up since 8:30 this morning. But the night before that, I was up until 3 o'clock. So I went to bed about 3:30, then got back up at 8:45 and came through the day. And the night before that, I was up until about 1:30 in the morning, and then got back up at 5 o'clock to work out, go in the office. So yeah, this has been a very crazy week. We had to go to Charlotte the past weekend for my son's basketball tournament, and then I had to go in the office this week, and then now we're leaving to get ready to head to Dallas for our spring break vacation, y'all. So I got the girls' hair done. I got my hair done last night, which is one of the reasons that I was up. Then I got everything packed. I packed at the last minute, but I'm so used to packing everything that I automatically know what to pack, and the kids helped out a lot because they already had gotten all of their clothes out. I just said, hey, pick out this many days worth of clothes, drawers, socks, and all of that, and they already had it laid out on the bed as you saw. So this is what we ended up with. Let me show you all. All right, so these are the only two that will be, checked. And then this will be a carry-on. And then the only other thing that I have to do is I have to pack the kids' bags. I'm just gonna pack it with their empty water bottles and their devices and their headphones that they'll bring with them on the plane. And then we are ready to roll, y'all. I'm so proud of myself. We got it done. It was definitely down to the wire, but we got it done. And now we're ready to roll. So for the kids' personal backpacks that they'll be taking on the plane, I'll pack their empty water bottles. We'll fill them up once we get through airport security. These are also good for when we're going to be going on our various activities. When we're on vacation, they'll be carrying these with them also. I ordered these water bottles from Amazon, and they do have the markers to keep you motivated throughout the day and help you keep track of how much water you drink. While I was finishing up packing up their book bags, my husband was taking the trash out, making sure everything was unplugged, and just giving the house one last walkthrough before we leave for the airport. Now, one thing I love to do before we go on vacation is just get the house cleaned up really well. There's nothing better than the feeling of coming back home to a fresh, clean home after you've been on vacation. Our flight was scheduled to leave at 6:20 in the morning, so we got to the airport at 4 o'clock. So the children had not had that many hours of sleep before because they were so excited. This was their first time riding on a plane. Here we go. We're going. Whoa.
Oh, what? Ah! Wow! I kind of feel safe.
Yeah. So our 3-year-old fell asleep before the plane even took off, and then the other two played on their devices for a little while, but they eventually fell asleep. So once we landed, we headed over to the rental car area and we picked up our minivan. We were originally supposed to get an SUV, but there was a great big mix-up. So this is what we have, which is fine as long as it can fit all of us. So we're just doing one final walkthrough around the vehicle just to make sure that there's like no dents or anything that they haven't taken note of already. And then we are going to head out. So in addition to this being a spring break trip, this is also a family visit. So we're actually going to be staying with my dad for this trip and just meeting a whole bunch of our family, which is really cool because this will be the first time the children have ever met that side. We arrived at my dad's house around 11:30 a.m. So after a quick power nap and getting everything unpacked and settled, the kids were ready to get their adventure started. So we headed on over to Boulder Adventure Park in Grand Prairie, Texas. This place includes a rock climbing wall, an obstacle course, and zip lining course. It also includes an indoor playground. There's bumper cars, there's tube sliding. There's so many different things that you can choose from, and they have different passes at various price points depending on what level of adventure you want to have. kids were all worn out from the adventure park, in that same area we walked on over to view the Grand Prairie water display. This is similar to the Las Vegas water display that they do, in which the water dances to the music and it has all of this amazing lights that displays. And it's also a really cool social setting. There's an outdoor area that the kids can play in, and there's a whole bunch of different restaurants, and it's just a really cool vibe altogether. For day 2, we headed to the Fort Worth Zoo. There were actually 2 zoos to choose from in the area. It was either this or the Dallas Zoo. Based on the reviews, we decided to go with the Fort Worth Zoo because everyone said it was just the more beautiful and enjoyable experience. And without having been to Dallas Zoo, I would have to say that I agree. I really enjoyed this zoo, and we've been to quite a few, but this one just felt a little bit more personable. It felt more like a park instead of a zoo, and it was shaded just right. There wasn't like a whole bunch of walking around. They also had like different times where you could enjoy different experiences, and it wasn't crowded. You could just walk right up on it. So I would have to say that if you're ever in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you have young children, definitely put the Fort Worth Zoo on your itinerary. For day 3, this was all about family. So my dad barbecued on the grill, and me and my sisters got in the kitchen and made all of the sides. And when I tell y'all that my dad barbecued some good meats, y'all, he made beef brisket, he made drunk chicken, he made beef and pork ribs, we had sausages, and then everything was just delicious. And we really just had a good time enjoying each other and making memories. So for day 4, we headed on over to Six Flags in Arlington, Texas. And when I tell y'all that our children are extreme thrill seekers, I mean, they love roller coasters, and they were able to get on every single roller coaster. Even our 3-year-old was able to get on about 6 rides herself, even including a mini roller coaster. So it was definitely a great time. It wasn't crowded, and the temperature was just right. Day 5 was our final day before heading back home on an early morning flight the next day. So we really just wanted to kind of take this day to relax, gather our thoughts, and really just enjoy the time with my dad. We took the kids to the neighborhood park and just let them get all of that energy out of them one final time before we got back on the plane. And y'all, we really enjoyed ourselves so much. It was a memorable trip, and we're already looking forward to the next time that we're going to visit. I just wanted to show you all the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport really quickly. Y'all, it was so nice and so big, so different than what we're used to, and it was almost like being in a shopping mall. They had so many different stores in there. I was really impressed. There was even a Dior store in there. But that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope that you all enjoyed. I know that it's kind of different than what we normally do, but you can expect a lot of that this year. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you next time. Be blessed. Bye.